Okay. Hello? Is the stream still up? I think we just had a broadcast error. Hello? Can everyone hear me?
Nothing. It's black screen for me.
Okay. So the stream is still up, right? That's what I
I
care
believe
about.
so.
Okay,
It
sweet.
looks like it's still up. I just don't
Yeah,
know what's
the
happening.
audio
Oh,
is going.
Okay, sweet.
I have the audio
Because
off.
we just had a corruption inside of everything. Don't worry, don't worry, the stream is coming back. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That was bad. That was really bad.
Um, Vin, what are you doing?
Hmm?
Vin just didn't go down on a shot that was very low. Didn't even go in.
Hmm. I apologize for the technical difficulty that we just had right
Ali
there,
just
as we
scored.
just missed a goal.
1-0.
Ali has scored. Off the bat, the big guys are out here trying to score goals. Here is Derek. Since we're going out to Kyle, here's Derek once again with his weird-looking avatar. Here's Viddy. Since we're back now to Matty G, here's Viddy once again. Kyle with his weirder-looking avatar. Here's Derek again. Kyle. Look back inside of the play. Here's Viddy. Ali with it there. Since we're back now over here to Viddy. Throws that one inside the zone. Pablo able to get around him, and he turns the puck over. Here's Viddy. Back to Ali and fire. Save it by Vin right there. It's a very good save for Vin. Here's Pablo. Here's Derek. Fires and scores! What a shot by Pablo. Off of the one-timer. Just an incredible shot. Right there by him. Here's Viddy. This one over. Here fires. Save made right there by Vin. Ornlid. Viddy takes that one away. Here's Ali. Fires and save made right there by Vin. Here's Derek. Far side boards. Excellent pass over there. Cross ice to Mr. Wings. Here's Simpson up. Here's Matthew G. Here is Ali. Here's Viddy. This one I'm not to Ali, who fires. Save made by Vin. With the glove. Really good save right there. Here's Matthew G. Viddy now. Here's Ali. This one over now to Viddy. Who twirls and fires. Really good goal over there by Viddy. As he makes it 2-1. Philadelphia in the lead. As I think that's Braden5 that just said ew in the chat. I think it's Braden5. Here's Derek. Since went over now to Wayne, who's unable to get the one-timer off. Here's Matthew G. Now here is Viddy. Since went up now to Ali. Ali is here. He's looking. Since went over to Viddy. Shut down by Kyle. Kyle now since went up here to Wings. The overtime driller, yeah. Here's Ali. Here is Viddy. Since went over now to Matthew G. Viddy has it now. He twirls. And since went over now to Matthew G. Kyle. Oh, Christ. Hello, Extreme. Derek fires off the post. Didn't go. Derek with a second chance opportunity. Third chance opportunity, and it goes in. Very good goal right there. How was the extreme mode today? You went wild, dude. Here's Derek. Sends one over now, 2 wings. Back up to Derek. Here is Matty G. Here's Viddy, who sends one up now to Ali. Ali now back up here to Viddy. Viddy twirls. Excellent stick handling. Ornlid with a really nice read in as he takes it away. Sends one up. Here's Pablo. Twirling. Excellent stick handling there by Pablo, who fires. Saved by 420 Mas. Here is Ali. Viddy. Here's Viddy. Viddy has been good this series. As we are coming up on just 25 seconds left in this first period, is Viddy. Now back up here to Ali, who fires and scores! Gives his team a 3-2 lead. As Vin just cannot seem to keep up with these shots right now. Parker, what do you think this team has to do differently in order to tie the game?
I think they got to watch it for the forward star power here. You have Viddy and you have Ali here. You're seeing that stronghold right here. And then on the Detroit, you also have Derek and Wayne. Oh, boy. You also have Derek and Wayne, and I think the defense has got to manage that all in front of the goaltender. You can't let Viddy sit like that. And I think when that happens, they scored. I think that's a valid complaint from Vin if you're going to complain on that one, because he just kind of sat there, quite literally, in the slot, and no one could hit him. And I think that's going to be the problem here in this game for both teams. I think that'll be their main complaint.
And now just going over here to Bacon. Bacon, what are you noticing real quickly before we are getting on to the
same
thing?
If you noticed that they do not have Camlin in the back, they do have Sam B, who has only had one season to his name up until this point, well, two. But Matty G has played up more, and Ali and Viddy have gotten the shots that they've wanted to get. They have not been able to get good shots that they wanted to get the last few games. We're seeing those shots that they've been attempting finally going.
Offside. Here's Pablo, who went offsides. We're going to see how Pablo responds. We know that Pablo does not take kindly to losing, really, ever. So we're going to see what Wayne can do. This here is Ornlid. Since one up now to Wayne. Wayne now cuts outside. Jumps him back down to Wayne. He twirls. Shakes loose of Viddy. Cuts inside and fires. Just barely goes wide of the net. Kyle jumps inside of the play. Here's Derek. Derek sends one over now to Viddy. Viddy now.
The play was
off of the off speed right there. Offsides has been called. Viddy went a little bit too haywire right there as he was trying to go a little bit too fast. Sends one over now. Viddy has it. Who chips one up and uses that as a pass, but Wayne able to control the puck as they move inside. Here's Wayne. He has plenty of time and space. Cuts outside. Matthew G with a really nice read. I feel like Wayne, if he is thinking right there, he would drive the net. He would go to the outside, drive the net, see what he can get on the outside. We know that he's dangerous side of those slot shots. They have to generate a little bit more of that. They have to get Wayne the puck and see what kind of chances Wayne can generate. Here's Derek. Tries to send one over now to Wayne, who was inside. And that is going to be icing again. And Kyle has done a really good job this series at staying involved in the play, staying involved defensively, not being too aggressive, not being too conservative. How do you think he manages all of that, Parker?
I think it's all dependent on how you think,
Whoa. Oh,
okay.
My goodness. Every time. Every
Okay.
time. Every single time.
I cannot talk. We cannot talk without there being a goal.
I know.
So repeat the question. I completely forgot what I was supposed to answer there.
How do you think that Kyle maintains the balance between assertiveness, aggressiveness, and conservativeness?
I think you just can't go up too much. I don't want to say too much about him because he's been really good since like last season. New Jersey played that role pretty well, but he also had to play a power forward role. So I think he's got to develop from what it was in season 7 and season 8. He's showing a mix of it really well right now. He's playing safe. He's playing up with the 4, but you also see him right now. He's dropping back as well to support his defense. I think if he continues it like that, I think he's going to play really well two-way, and I think he'll play pretty well to keep himself and his team in the game.
Here he is, now Ali in the center. He does a really nice move and shakes loose into the fence. But Derek with it right there. This is why I'm the smartest RHL player, because I would have taken space right there and then hit Vidi, because then Ali would collapse. He would collapse inside, and you can hit Vidi on the outside, and you get a free shot. Here's Matthew G. Vidi with it now. He's looking, tries to send one over into the needle, but Wayne was there. He sends one up out to Derek. Derek wins every 50-50. He comes inside. Matthew G with it there. Sends one over, Vidi with it. As Arnlid took the gamble, sends one over, a 2-on-1 develops. Here's Wings now. Ali with it. He sends one over now. Drops it back out to Vidi, who twirls save with the blocker by Van. And glove. 2-minute 15, 2-minute 19 even. Left to go inside of this second period. This has been a close one as the Red Wings are looking to close it out. Arnlid with the puck. He sends one over now to Wayne. He was a little bit late for the face-off, but Wayne has been good defensively this series. He's been good defensively this season. He's been good defensively historically, even winning 2A of the year at one point. Has a cup to his name. Here's Vidi. Sends one now to Ali, who's on the outside. He cuts inside. Vidi. Here's Pablo. Eric with it. Who loses it. Here is Vidi now as he sends one over Matthew G. Here's Vidi. Here is Derek. Matthew G now sends one up. A lot of back and forth action right here in the neutral zone. Really nice pass right there over to Derek. Pablo has that one taken off his stick by Matty G. Ali. Checked into the boards by Arnlid. Here's Derek. Gets around the first man as he burns him. Looking to center it. Sends it back out to Wade. He's in the slot. Who fires and it just goes high. Here's Derek. Here's Wade with it once again. Sending it back up down to Derek. Cutting inside and scoring. Tie game. Really good goal right there. As Derek has it. Here's Vidi, who is on the outside. He's one over now to Ali and scores one right back. 5-4. Here's Ali now, who won the face-off. Vidi, who sends one up. And on that last goal, Parker, you noticed it was like a flash, like literally the blink of an eye, and it was in the back of the net. What went wrong? Did you see anything that went wrong? I mean, that play developed fast.
I think as a goal, like plays that develop fast are really bad for goaltenders. It's really hard to react, really hard to position yourself. I don't want to blame Vin, I don't want to blame anyone, but it's just great moves by the forward, and I think the defense couldn't even catch up either. That's how fast that move was. No one to blame there. That's just a really good moves. Oh, it's not icing.
Here's Kyle. I don't know how that's not icing. He literally
I don't know
threw
how
it
that's
from
not.
his end to the other end. The Red Wings down 4-5 right now. They're down 5-4 actually, as neither goaltender has played exceptionally well. Vin has faced 14 shots. He's saved 9 of those for 6-4-3. 420 miles has faced 9 shots, saving only 5 of them. So neither goaltender necessarily playing well. Neither defense necessarily playing well, as it seems like they are trying to outscore each other. Would you agree with that assessment, Parker?
Yeah, I know. Oh, they're not playing sticky. They're playing Maz. Playing 420 Maz. I didn't even notice that because they're putting up the same goddamn stat line. Both goalies, they don't look strong, but at the same time, you're also going against some of the greatest forwards in the league. I don't think there's anything to complain about on the goaltenders, especially with where they're shooting from. Pablo, where was that going? It's nothing you can really complain about. Sticky was not against some weak ones, but today I don't think there's going to be any weak ones that are even going to be shot. They're all going to be pretty good quality
Oh my
shots,
goodness.
Oh my gosh. This is like the New York game all over again. But, it's nothing to blame here on the goaltenders. They're playing pretty well. They're playing as well as they can with these kind of shots.
Oh, if you're Arlen, you have to pick that one up. I guess it doesn't really matter because Kyle lets it ice, but if you're Arlen, that is not something that you could afford to miss. If Vidi was up there in that forward pairing with Ali, that would have been a 2-on-1. 110 seconds going to be remaining in this timeout. We thank you all for watching, Bacon. We just have a couple of questions for you about what you are noticing down there on the sideline. What are you noticing about the goaltenders' play? Do you think that they are just not positioned well? What do you think is the issue as Wayne takes a shot?
I feel like part of it is just the quality of the chances. They're not getting many, but the quality of them have been very good. Like a lot of slap shots from Wayne and good twirls from Derek that we've seen go in. Oh, and
Oh,
LA
here's
gets that.
Vinny, who cuts
But a
outside,
lot of
just
stuff that
scores. Yeah.
Oh, just like that. Like, what are you supposed to do other than pray, basically? So I don't really blame a lot of this. I mean, you do want a little bit more, but I mean, these are really hard shots to save. So I don't really blame 420 Maz and Vin here. It's just a tough game.
Here's Vinny, who's in his own end, just killing as much time as possible before sending one over. Matthew G, now back to Vin. Unnecessary lob. As here's Kyle. Here's Derek. On the far side boards, here's Matthew G. Sends one over now to Vinny. Here is Ali. On the with it, here's Derek. Matthew G now. Sends it over now to Derek. Derek has it. Good twirl. Sends it back now to Wayne, who's trying to launch a comeback. Here for the Red Wings, who cuts outside. He loses the puck as Vinny is there. Sends one up. Here's Ali. Ali with some really nice passing. He just moves inside and scores. As Ali with just a beautiful move, a beautiful pass. All of that just comes together to create, just a really nice play that 2-on-1 develops right here. Here's Arnlid, really nice job shutting it down. As he sends one up, here's Derek. Here's Vidi. Really, I love that. I love that play right there. I just live to make those smart, simple plays that can get the puck out of your zone. Just a really nice play. Take control of the puck, cut outside, draw Wayne into you, and then hit Vidi. And now, just like that, you got yourself over the red line. Here's Matthew G. Since one over now to Vidi. Here's Ali once again. Gets around Arnlid and save made by Vin right there. Is Vid with it. Here's Vid. Coming back down to Matty G. Vidic. Back to Matty G. Sends one up. Kyle with it. And that is one that you have to sauce over. You cannot auto pass that. Here is Mr. Wings. He sends one up now to Derek. Here is Creeper. Here is Viddy. Here is Arnlid. Here is Derek. Sends one over now to Wayne. And back over here to Derek. Back to Wayne. A little bit of overpassing. Derek had himself a shot. He could have thrown that on net. Here's Matthew G. Also back down to Ali, and that one just barely goes wide of the net. We've seen that a couple times.
Alrighty. Yep. Sentient puck. What?
Wow.
This is worse than my game.
Here's Viddy.
How is this possible?
And just the defense not even...
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
You really can't afford to do that. Honestly.
What are we doing?
What are they doing? They are not
Vinny
reading
is-
plays like they have been.
Vinny is 3 for 4, by the way.
Wow.
Wow.
That is some really bad defending.
And one thing to note is that Sam B has been very good at slowing down Derek, and he's been targeting Derek, if you notice. Like, this has been very well executed by Philadelphia.
Here is Matthew G. Really nice passing. That's really nice. Send this back to the point here. Yeah, there you go. Here's Arnlid. Sends one back now to Pablo. Here's Derek. Back to Pablo, who fires. Save made right there by Maz. Here's Viddy. Derek tried to make that extra move as he just didn't go. Just 20 seconds left to go in this third period. Is Ali, who fires. Save made by Vin. That one just goes wide and high of the net. Here's Vitti, Arnlid. Pablo sends one off, just trying to make the score a little bit more respectable. And that won't happen. So this game will end 8-4 as we are going to have 2 Game 7s coming up. As Wayne will be coming to speak with us soon. As 2 Game 7s. Incredible.
I do wonder though, has the narrative around this series kind of changed after this game?
I mean I don't think so. I think that ultimately Wayne is Wayne and Derek is Derek, and you know they win.
Like a
They win a
doubleheader.
lot. So I
but
definitely
what-
don't think that this series is over just because it is a Game 7, you know. And the same for the Islanders series. I mean that one might be over, but this one is absolutely not over because you know you have a team of winners. You have you have Wayne, you know, you have Vin, you have all these different people like Derek. And you know you have Kyle who's improving on the defensive end. Sure, he wasn't great today, but Arnold, we know what he can do. All it really takes is one good game from these guys, and they're done. They're in the finals, and from there, you know, good luck stomping them. But ultimately, if you guys think that I'm wrong or you guys differ with that, now would be the time to
I
tell
don't
me.
really know if it's you're wrong. It's just that I feel like the last several games, Philadelphia has not had that answer for that duo of Derek and Wayne. And I feel like this game might have shown that they might have found someone who can answer them. It may not work in game 7, but at least for today, it worked.
Mm-hmm. Well, the pressure of a Game 7 is a lot different from the pressure of a Game 6, right? Because you go into a Game 7, all bets are off, right? Here, the Red Wings, they don't have to play like their season is on the line in this particular game, but the Philadelphia Flyers do. And I think that Wayne also recognizes that, the captain of the Red Wings. I think that Derek recognizes that. I think that Arnold recognizes that. I think that Vin recognizes that. And I think that they know that they can bounce back and come here for this after game. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in here to Ridge Programming Network. We're going to be here tomorrow with.
Wait. Report him. We might be getting doubleheader of Philly.
Whoa, what?
We might be.
They've been talking about it. They want to switch LS and see if it works, but Wayne's saying he wants to play.
Oh, yeah, dude. Wayne's probably really fired up right now. Of course he wants to play.
Let's see.
I don't know if that would be a good
He's
decision for
yapping about
Philadelphia.
MRHL, even though he's in a game 7 of RHL. I don't know what he's on about.
What did he say?
Samby is yapping about MRHL right now for some reason. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, you are blocked. Yeah.
We might get it.
I think we're getting it.
Oh, my goodness.
Wayne's
Oh my-
agreeing if he can get an East server.
This is incredible. Hold on.
This is what we come for. This is what we want to see. Oh my lord, that puck.
Sentient.
One in the net. But I believe they are going to do doubleheader, yes.
All right.
Don't end the stream yet. I was looking
Oh
at
my
that.
goodness.
I was about to end
Game
the stream. I was
7.
about to go hog wild and click the end stream button and then go play 2K. But no, we have a second one coming up. So give us just a moment.
Yep,
Here
they're
while
rehosting.
we
They're doing it.
get
That's crazy.
everything set up here.
I don't know if I agree with that decision from Philadelphia. Normally it doesn't work
Please
out.
check the goalie stats and please tell me why they would do that. 8 for 12 for Maz
Just a
and
moment here.
12 for 20 for Finn. Oh my god.
Nobody is more
I am the
nervous
only
than the
one to put
goaltender.
above, I think, a .7, by the way.
Nobody is more nervous than the goaltenders right now. Not even a question.
This is
What's the LS?
not the situation you want.
What is the LS, Parker, if you could tell me?
I'm trying to load into the lobby, but it will
As
not
Wayne is here.
Y'all know we're double headering, right?
Yep.
work. Yes.
Okay, I'm just
We
making
almost
sure.
ended stream.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I saw you leave the server. I didn't know if you were ending stream or not. Nah, we're double headering. I'll be
Wayne,
a Red Wing till the day I die.
Wayne,
That's what I have to say.
you have guts to agree to a doubleheader after what we have just seen. Wayne, what is going to be the key to winning this game? This game 7.
We tried to be ballsy. I said to my team, they were on 100 ping. And I said, if we're laggy, they're laggy. So why don't we go out there and play them? And they agree with me. But what I failed to consider was that Matty G, who is an Eastern player, is a member of the upper echelon. He plays in the Pentagon, and he played on 30 ping that game, if you didn't know.
Wow.
And when their defensive strategy is to pre-check me, I'm going to struggle.
Right.
However, every Red Wing who played on the ice for my team knows what we did wrong. And we know what there is to improve on. And I know from the bottom of my heart that if there's going to be a team that's going to do this to our players, and that we're not going to say now, and that we're not going to allow it, if there's one team that's going to be able to take down this Philadelphia team, it's my Red Wings.
Yeah.
And I will always have that faith in them. So,
That was weird.
I am going to doubleheader them. We are going to play in a good server. And if I fail, I'll still be the Red Wings captain. That we were expecting nothing. We came in as the 5th seed, play-in team. They didn't expect anything out of us. And we took, at the worst case scenario, we took the Philadelphia Flyers to 7. But
Yeah.
I'm looking for a win today here.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to get that win.
And I would love to
So
stream
everyone
it
watching
if
the
I can
stream
even
right
get to a
now,
server.
so everyone watching the stream right now, stay in your seats. Because Detroit and Philadelphia will... actually, wait, you can end the stream because the game's going to start at 9:30.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and stream then. All of you guys that are watching now, we will be going live later. Okay, we're going live later. So
I
we
want
will be back.
everyone to tune in at 9:30.
Everyone tune in at 9:30. That's going to be our first Game 7 of the season that we're going to be streaming, okay? The second Game 7 is going to be tomorrow between the Islanders with Parker, who's going to allow goals. So we
Oh, fuck off.
are going to be going not live here right now. So thank you all for tuning in. We will be back here at 9:30.